All right, I'm gonna tell you a story. The video that you're about to watch is going to be with my good best friend, Dustin Thoughts. He is a farm boy, and in terms of cars, you could not put this guy in Japan in a dream, because quite honestly, he doesn't quite look like he would fit in that area in any particular way, shape, and form. But Dustin is one thing and one thing alone, and that is, he is Japan curious. All right, listen, he was one of the 12 people we brought with to Japan, and following all of Tokyo Auto Salon and before we went to Fuji Speedway, I decided to take him and his wife, Gretchen, to a Japanese car show called Peaches. Now, they had absolutely no idea really what we were going to do. In fact, we started the day out just by going and checking out a cat cafe an hour west of Shinjuku because we saw it on TikTok. And then we eased into the concept of taking them to an underground car show. Now, I want to show you exactly what this car show was like because it was very cool, and there were some of the craziest, most unique cars I think I've ever seen since the last time I was in Japan over in Osaka. We're talking crazy vans, motorcycles, like old domestic American cars, and then S15s and GT-Rs and a twin-turbo Wangan-built Ferrari Testarossa. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's all about their first experience about going to a car show in Japan, and I think you're gonna like it because it felt like how I felt when I was 17 going to my very first car show. Is that Akito's?
I think it is.
That is Akito's. So we actually met him last night at Shibuya Crossing. He had his car parked up and we were just checking it out, saying hi. And then we actually met him. So this is pretty much a stock SR, nothing too crazy. Tandem V3 kit on it. But if you look at the wheels, you got one set on one side. And then on the other side, the VSKS, which I think look absolutely killer. There's not a whole lot done to the car from the engine perspective. So when I asked Akito why, he said, well, pretty much just for reliability purposes, because he didn't want to have to deal with the car blowing up. Now, this car is actually based out of Osaka/Kyoto, not Tokyo. So he drove it all the way up here for Tokyo Auto Salon. And then he actually has been having pretty good luck with it. Hasn't crashed it, which is good because I'm pretty sure those tires are not going to be able to handle any sort of winter. Our 888Rs are super popular. I still am not totally convinced it's a great car, great tire, but the car is super, super hot. Let's see, what else do we got, Becca? That is pretty insane to see. I suppose we're probably used to this a little bit more than people in Japan, but it does make itself over here, right next to some other beautiful 180s. What is that, a Celica? It is. Those are some gorgeous wheels. What do you think?
Good, I love it all.
We don't have a lot of time before it gets really popular, so we gotta keep going to check things out. Pretty cool looking as well. It's kind of interesting because these wheels are kind of big on this car. I don't know if they're 19s. They kind of look like 19s. Let me see if I can find. So they are. I've seen this a few times on cars, especially at Tokyo Auto Salon. The wheels on cars in Japan seem to be pretty big. To have 19s on an S15 is pretty wild. When we were over and we saw some of the Hakos over at Tokyo Auto Salon as well, like a lot of the Watanabes and stuff like that were all 18 inches, 19 inches sometimes, which is pretty, not 19, they're 18 inches for sure, which was pretty wild. Usually you'd see smaller size wheels, but over here I've actually seen larger and bigger wheels on older and smaller cars, which I thought was kind of interesting. But the quality of wheels here, 10 out of 10. Look at this. That is gorgeous. Let's say BRE. So BRE Racing, perhaps. That I don't know for sure, but look at the ITB setup in this. Absolutely gorgeous. I love those seats. Hold on. Look at that. So cool. Hood pins, classic. Beautiful car. We've got Subarus, Hondas, more Subarus. I'm in the way, I'm so sorry. RX-7s, R35s, Miatas, on GNCs. What is this? What is this? Guys, it's not only in America. It is not only in America. Happens everywhere, babies. Look at these wheels. I think I know what these are. I think they're Visions, if I remember correctly. God, I hope I'm right. I don't even know if it's gonna say. You'll have to let me know if I'm right or not, but I'm pretty sure those are Visions. Vision Prowlers? Visions for sure. And you've got the RWB style rear wing, if you guys have seen that before. You got like the intakes on the RWBs that you would typically see. Look at that. Let's see, Becca, come on, let's go see the rest of them. We got a couple more that I want to show you, and then we're gonna see which one is Becca's favorite. Dustin, do you have a favorite yet?
All of them.
Gretchen, what do you got?
The GTR.
The green GTR, let's go check it out. That is pretty good looking. On the RPF ones, literally perfect. The fitment, pretty darn good. The green is always a really nice touch. I've seen people always want to go for the blues or the midnight purples or something like that, but even just the green, white. I think I saw a red one at Tokyo Auto Salon and it was perfect, literally perfect. So last year when Peaches had their event, they had it, I wanna say it was Friday night of Tokyo Auto Salon, and they had this like insane setup. It was super cool. Cars were super rad. And this year, like different, I don't know if it was here, but absolutely gorgeous location. There's actually an inside, I see Miltech, which is super cool to see them sponsoring this stuff because they're an awesome brand. And even their American stuff, the Miltech has their stuff actually manufactured in the United States, which is super cool considering that a lot of stuff is getting made overseas or even China, which is really awesome. Having some stuff manufactured in the States and then coming to Japan to support the global car culture for Miltech, I think that's a win. I think a bigger win is this wagon. Insane. So pretty. It's like 20 feet long, 500 TE. You don't really see these. Porsche Minneapolis. What? Why is this here? It's a GT3 Cup car. Guys, we live like a few hours away from where this car came from, which is nuts. Another 911, GT4 Club Sport. And then, of course, another bag 911. There's our Miltech boys, another 911. Beautiful M2. Not sure how I feel about the wheels, but gorgeous car nonetheless. I don't know if BMW puts something in the water to make you like their cars when they release them, but the new M2s are super hot. I'm gonna show you another set of cars that I think you're going to love and you 100% will not see in America. The van culture is so cool over here and so excessive. Look at that. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Like that one boomer post on a Facebook thread when they're very clearly wrong. On and on. Look at the bumpers on. Imagine trying to do any sort of parking with this thing. You can't. There's not a chance. Guys, I'm not trying to be that way, but I'm pretty sure those are Visions. I'm pretty sure those are Visions. That's the second set we've seen here. Let's look inside. What does the inside of one of these look like? Do you like it?
Come here. That's parking in your back.
I thought it's you.
It's a cat.
It's literally you. A princess.
I need a car like that.
Oh, god dang. God dang, take me back to high
That'll
school.
blow your socks right off. There they go.
Lots of really cool different cars here. I think one of my favorite things to see, obviously this stuff is awesome, Civics are super cool, but the Datsuns will always be some of my favorite cars to look at, especially over in Japan, because you got to see this car essentially get released with the American culture at the same time. So you get to see two different styles of builds on this platform. This one is left-hand drive, which is really interesting. I guess, I don't know if I've ever seen, if this car was ever received as a right-hand drive, but it's a Series 1. You've got the rear vents. You still have the Datsun 240Z here, which is cool. I had to take mine off to fit the duckbill. And then you guys can actually see where I got the inspiration for my muffler. So you see how that has the angle cuts right there? So because we had a different exhaust system, a muffler like this wasn't gonna work with us, so we had to custom make our own. Probably costed us way more than just buying the muffler with the cuts as is. But flat, wait, hold on. One last thing, I gotta show you guys this. Flat steering wheels in these cars, mega, literally perfect. I had the same exact Nardi wheel in the Gloria and it felt incredible because they're so light that when you have the power steering, a steering wheel like that that's super light actually feels really, really good in the hands. You know what I'm saying? There's two more that I think are worth showing you guys that I think you are gonna absolutely love. You can tell that a lot of the builds here are very unique. There are some duplicative things, you know? We just saw two very different vehicles on those two-spoke wheels, but like, seeing something like this to me is incredible. Look at the sun coming through this, hold on. It's gorgeous, it's perfect. The fitment is absolutely lovely. We got a couple people taking pictures. I just want to come up to it really quick. Look at the inside of this. Manual too, you see it hiding in there? Oh. Insane. Guys, I gotta take a break because I wanna take some pictures. I'm gonna show you some of the pictures before everybody comes in. Becca, we don't have a lot of time before everybody comes in. What do you think?
I love it. I love cars and I love car shows.
Oh. All right, montage time. That is insane. Can a car show get any better?
No, dude, this is literally perfection. It doesn't get any better than this.
Thank you. There's so much happening, so many cool cars. That car, 1,500 horsepower, one Texas 2K BMW category, has a parachute on the back. The guy is driving it downtown Tokyo like it's a normal everyday car. You've probably seen one of his videos before. I'm gonna put it up right now. This is the same guy that is driving that car in this clip. What is that?
I don't know why it's doing that, but that's pretty cool.
All right, so we got even more cars to look at. Now it's nighttime, which means it's about 25 degrees, but the cars look even cooler. Look at this. So these guys are coming in, the cool cars, but I wanna show you this. 1991 Testarossa. Okay, so I actually met the owner of this, and the guy is an absolute wheelman, which I love. The works, absolutely incredible, right? But this 770 horsepower because it's a twin turbo setup back here. So you can obviously take a look at the turbos that are hiding. Now, how do you make that whole thing work? I'll explain it to you in 10 seconds because we gotta do this. So we'll get back to that, but how do you get 770 horsepower out of a V12 Ferrari? So you would slap two turbos to it, right? But I didn't even know this actually. So obviously you've got the turbos, really cool wide body kit, super sick. But at the top, you're gonna see two injectors all the way up there. Those are 2,000 cc injectors. The rest of your fuel system is essentially relatively stock. And then what they do is once it actually hits the boost that they need for the two turbos to kick on, the 2,000 cc injectors also just dump a ton of fuel into the engine. And that's actually how you end up getting 700 horsepower out of this particular engine. Now on the inside, I had a chance to see it. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore because the doors closed and I had to go eat. But there's a 5-speed, roll cage, bucket seats. You've got the gated manual in there and the rest relatively super stock. So this is like an old Wangang car or Wangang car, whatever you want to say. I'm from Midwest, I'm sure you yell at me, but it's cool because apparently different kinds of cars for Wangang racing were built differently. So some were built for high-speed circuits, some were built for low-speed circuits, some were built for tight, technical, even highway racing, some were built for the toge, things like that. This one particularly, according to the owner that has the car now, this one was built for straight line speed, and that's pretty much it. It can do obviously other things as well, but for the most part, this thing was meant to go 190 miles an hour, pretty much have a grand old time the whole way through and actually stay relatively reliable. This one's actually getting imported into the United States, which I think is pretty interesting because Testarossas, you usually don't see that much. And I think this is the last year before it went to like the 512 TR or whatever it's called. I don't actually know, but the kit is so cool because you may not even notice that the kit is aftermarket. it's not stock. So the wheels, obviously different. The tires, the suspension, I think it's on Öhlins as well. Pretty cool. And then you can see these little, look at that. And then Gretty on the top of a Ferrari. Something I never thought I would actually see. So in case you guys are wondering, what is Japan culture or car culture really like? It is filled with some of the most insanely different and unique cars out there. This Testarossa is one of probably 24 cars that I think are just the coolest thing to see here and spot here. And the story behind that one is just one of millions that just have so much history, so much heritage. And we have like 50 more to see. All right, first time. Give me your thoughts.
This is insane. To try to put this into words for a younger me, I don't think makes any sense. Like, I don't know that I could do it, because it's like, take everything that you think, take everything that you think a car meet in Japan is like, and then turn it up to 11, and that's what it is. Like, it's Fast and the Furious IRL, and the cars are sick, and the diversity. What is that? Where did that come from? You know, like, it's crazy, dude. It's so cool here.
Wait a minute. I know this guy.
That's sick.
Another tiny, oh my God, it's like, sorry.
Way back.
It's like a 24-inch steering wheel.
Mario Kart.
Good.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
Alex,
Yes!
that's nuts.
That's awesome.
That's nuts. I didn't put it on.
They're the same.
Thank you very much.
The guys are the same in every country.
Ready?
Ready?
Ready? Ready? Ready? Ready?
Yes.
Ready? All right, let's go.
All the way across. I know where I'm going because I'm good with directions like bench now.
So what did you think?
That was so fun.
It was incredible.
Yeah?
I like Aktio.
Akito's the best.
What'd you think, Gretchen?
Amazing.
Yeah?
I never want to go home.
I'm just sad it's over.
Aww. Somebody dropped their really cool, shiny. This is cool. I'm rich. Look at it.
What is it?
I don't know. It looks like Donnie of the Japan world.
One of my favorite things about Japanese car shows is just how eccentric and different the cars are there. There is just the coolest stuff, but the attention to detail on some of it is what makes me smile so big. To see Aktio again after randomly running into him in Shibuya at this car show was something that was super special. Running into friends that I haven't seen since I was in Osaka 2 years ago, saying hi and hanging out and acting as if nothing had changed. Checking out all these crazy cool vans and wide body cars that still have stock engines in them felt so different than how you would have a conversation about that very same kind of build here in America, probably because you would get bullied for having a stock engine. But that's besides the point. There is something refreshing about going to a different car show to see different artistic styles, and it makes my little tiny cold heart just a little bit warmer and a little bit bigger. There were mountains of these events happening over the course of Tokyo Auto Salon, and they happen pretty much all the time. Event organizers like Peaches and others do an absolutely fantastic job at organizing these very unique and different types of car shows. You'll notice there weren't hundreds of cars there. There was maybe 70. The space didn't really allow for much more than that. But that's besides the point, because when you have a softbox where cars can come in and you can get photos, when you have Miltech sponsoring the whole thing and you've got Porsches and hiding in the corners, and you've got all these different types of people sharing all different types of cars, you don't really need the English language to help enjoy the moment. And that's one of the coolest things I think I've realized when traveling the world with you guys, whether we're in France or we're in Japan, is I am convinced above all else, no matter how bad the world gets when it comes to aftermarket cars and noise and what restrictions are coming down the fence, cars, they like transcend language barriers. And it is cool, and it is exciting, and it is fun, and I felt like a child checking out all those cars, but I even felt more like a parent this time, getting to see Dustin and Gretchen with Becca experiencing all those different types of cars. So thank you for Peaches for hosting this event, and for everybody that said hi during the night. It was an absolute incredible time. And of course, if you guys are looking to know what it's like going to Fuji Speedway, you're gonna wanna subscribe and check out the video that we're gonna be posting next, because that's exactly where we're heading with Top Rank Importers to go test drive their 500 horsepower Nissan Skyline R34 GT-R. We'll see you tomorrow.